All right, so we are going to start this assignment with 3 examples, examples 1, 2, and 3. The first one will show you how to answer questions like translations of a point. And so they give you an image point. So we want the image point of 2, 6 after a translation, right 5 units. So we're going to go right 5 units and down 3 units. So this is our pre-image point, 2, 6. So if it says right 2 units, that affects x. Remember we learned that yesterday? Now what would we do to the 2 if we want to go right 5 units? Add. We would do 2 plus the 5 units we need to go, so that's 7. So over here we would put 7. And then it says down 3 units, that affects y. What would we do to the 6? We want to go down 3 units. Take away 3. So that would be 3. And so our image point would be 7, 3. And there it is. All right. So you'll have 8 of those to do. Do me a favor and jump over to Identify Translations Guided, Example 2. So go to this one now. And here, it says determine which translation would map C onto D. C onto D. So figure C onto figure D. So what you want to do is remember which is your starting point, which is your ending point. Because if you do it backwards, you'll definitely get the wrong answer. All right. So which one are we starting with? Which is our pre-image? C. So just remind yourself. So this is my pre-image. That's what I start with. This is going to be my image. And what I want to do is give the directions how to get from figure C to figure D. So I'm going to pick a point. Just pick a point and find its matching point on the image and figure out how much you go right or left and then how much you go up or down. So if I'm starting here, I need to go to the left, right? I just have to figure out how far to the left. And I need to go this far. So I need to go this far. How many units is that? 7. So over here we want to say left and then 7. Well, looks like we have some music. And then we got to go up. How many spaces up are we going to go? We're going from, 7. You're right. We're going to go up 7 spaces. So up 7. Super easy. And then you give it a try, and it should map one onto the other. And if they overlap perfectly, you know you did it correctly. Okay. So let's go ahead and submit that. And let's do the last one. And because it's the last thing we're going to do, it's about the toughest, but it's not that bad. So I have this quadrilateral, this 4-sided shape. And it says translate figure 1 unit right and 6 units down. So make sure you read that correctly. So I want to go 1 unit right and 6 units down. So basically you pick every point and you move that many units in each of those directions. So you start with a point. I'll start with this point, and I'm going to go 1 this way. Oops. I'm going to go 1 to the right and then count 6 down. So that's this point. Now I'm going to pick this point. And I'm going to do the same thing. 1 to the right and 6 down. I believe that's it. And you want to see if this segment is the same length as that segment. And it is. So now I'm going to work on this point. And I'm going to do the same thing. 1 to the right and 6 down. There it is. So now it looks like a triangle. But once I add my last point, it should be identical. They should be congruent, remember? And I just translated this following the directions there. Okay. And let's just, after you're done, it'll tell you if you did that correctly. Voila. Okay, so you're going to have 8 of those. So that's today's assignment. So today is basically a catch-up day. You're either finishing or completing this basics of transformations from Tuesday, or the sheet that I gave you yesterday. And if you're all caught up with that, you're working on this. Okay? All right, guys. So that is the assignments for today.